of our Koufax experiment. It's the Dodgers versus the Pirates, and it's always exciting to play with Roberto Clemente on the field. Um, I really enjoy that, and we're going to get started pretty quickly here. Going to look over the um, lineup. Ali's batting second, and then Clemente and Pagliarano batting fourth. Batting fifth is Don Clendenin, first baseman. Batting sixth is Bill Mazeroski, the second baseman. Batting eighth is Beetle Bailey, the third baseman. Seventh, Beetle Bailey. Batting eighth is Willie Stargell, and batting ninth is Steve Blass. C pitcher. C pitcher with no additional letter. So we got that going, and we're at home at Forbes Field. And for the Dodgers, it's going to be Wills leading it off. Wills and Gilliam. Gilliam is going to bat second here. Batting third is Davis. Let's grab Davis. There's Willie Davis. Roseboro is in the lineup as well. Catcher Roseboro. And so let's see now. See what we got. Wills, Gilliam, Davis, Fairley batting fourth. Johnson. Roseboro's towards the end, so let's see. Davis, Fairley. Let's see where we put Johnson. Johnson is there. Parker. Roseboro. Kennedy. And Koufax. Let's get a little extra light going here. And we're about to start. We got Moda is a 2 center fielder. Going to write those numbers in. Ali's a 9. Clemente's a 3. Pagliaroni is an 8 catcher. First baseman Clendenin is a 3. Second baseman Bailey, Mazeroski is a 9. Bailey, a 3 at third base. Stargell, a 1. And then Blass is a 1. It's a righty from Cannon, Connecticut. We had these up. That's 11, 14, 22, 25, 34, 37, 39. It's going to make him a 2, fielding column 2. And let's get started. It's going to be Wills. And he lifts one to right, and the right fielder is Clemente. Puts that one away. One out. Now, Koufax in this game went 9 innings, got the win, 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, no walks, and 9 strikeouts. 25 to Gilliam, that's a 9. And that's going to be an out to a C pitcher. It's pop up to the third baseman. Next is Davis. It's a 41. That's a ground ball right at the shortstop alley. 3 up, 3 down. Go to bottom half of the first inning, no score, and the Pirates coming to bat. Here's Moda. Koufax versus Moda. Koufax is an AC pitcher with an XY rating 23, and that's a ground ball. Second baseman Kennedy, 1 away. Shortstop Oops Alley from Richmond, Virginia, 64, and that's a strikeout, number 1, and out number 2. And Clemente, and that's going to be a 64 to Clemente, and that's a strikeout. So Clemente goes down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down. Next is going to be Fairley. 23, that's a ground ball to second baseman. Mazurowski over to first, 1 away. Johnson, Sweet Lou Johnson, hits one to the shortstop, throws him out, and now it's Parker with 2 outs here in the top of the second. It's 35. That's going to be ball 4. So the first base runner for the Dodgers, and it's Parker. Here's Roseboro. Good power, 63, lifts one to center field. Back goes the center fielder, Moda, to the track and makes the catch for out number 3. The Dodgers leave 1, no score after 1.5. Pagliarone now, 4th place batter, 51 against an A pitcher, is a ground ball to short, 1 down. Clendenin, known as Big Train, 45, and that's going to be ball 4. So Clendenin on at first, and he's fast in 66. Bill Mazurowski, 34, and that's lifted to center field. Center fielder Davis is right there for out number 2. And with a runner on first, it's going to be Bailey. Bailey's got good power, and he hits one in the gap, and that's going to roll around out there. And coming home is going to be Clendenin, and in with a stand-up triple is Bailey. RBI triple, 2-out RBI triple for Bailey. Puts the Pirates up 1-0. And it's going to be Willie Stargell now. I'm going to walk Willie Stargell to get to the pitcher. And that's Stargell, and now the pitcher, Blass, 45. That's going to be 36. Runners on first and third. Let's see what that becomes. Runners on first and third. We're going to hit the fan here because we're cooking. 36 is going to be a runner on first, steals second, S. Holes. So Stargell is average, so he's going to steal second base. So it's second and third now. Let's slide over and get the fan going. A little bit hot. All right, late at night. What, about 2 a.m.? 2 a.m. baseball here in San Antonio, Texas. Here's a pitch to Blass, and that's going to be a 22. That's going to be a 7, second and third. Against an 8 pitcher, a 7 is going to be a fly ball to left, and that's going to be out number 3. So that's 1 run on 1 hit, and Pittsburgh leads at 1-0 going to the top of the third. It's going to be Kennedy leading it off, Red, known as Red, and that's swung on and driven into the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall, and Kennedy's going to be into second base standing with a double. Koufax is going to bunt. It's a 12 with a runner on second. Runner on second at 12. That's 2 strikes on the batter, and he's going to try it again. 25-13, and that is foul strike, and he strikes out. So Koufax strikes out, fails to move Kennedy over to third. Out number 1, it's Maury Wills who flied out to right. It's a 66, and that's driven into the gap. And a 35, and that's going to roll to the wall, and Wills in at second under the tag. with an RBI double. The game is tied now. So two doubles here in the top of the third tie up the game at 1 apiece. That's 33, and that's lined base hit for Gilliam, and that's going to drive home Wills. RBI single for Gilliam, 2-1 Dodgers. Next is Willie Davis, 24, and that's lifted to left. Out number 2, and Ron Fairley with 2 outs, and Gilliam on at first. Say 23, and that's going to be a fielder's choice, or a force out rather. And the Dodgers picked up 2 runs in the top of the third on 1, 2, 3 hits, and they lead it by a score of 2-1. Go to the bottom of the third. It's going to be Mota leading it off, 56, and that's a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Koufax. And Alley lines one center field for a base hit. He's on with a single. Clemente now, 26, and that's a strikeout. So Clemente struck out 2 consecutive times here. Strikeout number 4, out number 2, and Pagliaroni, 63, and he strikes out. So after giving up the single, Koufax strikes out the third and fourth place batters. Go to the top of the fourth now. 2-1 Dodgers. It's going to be Johnson, Sweet Lou Johnson, 31, and that's going to be popped up to third base. 1 out. Wes Parker next, 53. That's a 20. That's going to be an E4. 20. Let's double check that. Yes, it is an E4. So Parker's on, and he's speedy. Here's Roseboro, 56. And it's going to be popped up to the shortstop, 2 away now. And Kennedy, 51, 39. There goes Parker, and he's out, stealing. So that's 3.5 innings of play, and scores 2-1 Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's going to be Clendenin leading it off, 62. It's a ground ball third base. Gilliam over to first, 1 away. Mazurowski next. Mazurowski flied out to center in his first at bat. And here he pops one up to the left side. And it's going to be Gilliam calling for it. 2 away. Beetle Bailey. 55 for Beetle Bailey. And that's going to be popped up. And this time it's to the shortstop. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the fifth. It's 2-1 Dodgers. It's Kennedy up, 64, and that's a swing and a miss. Curve got him. That's strikeout number 2 for Blas. Next is Koufax, 46, and that's a strikeout number 3. And now it's Maury Wills. Maury Wills is 1 for 2 with a double. And he grounds one here to second baseman. Mazurowski over to first. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 2-1 Dodgers. Stargell's leading it off. 56, and that's a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6. Blas is up. And that's an 8. That's going to be popped up to the third baseman. 2 away. And 25. That's going to be lined. Base hit to center field for Mota. So Manny Mota's on. 2 out single. And here goes 31. a 9. With a runner on first, against an A pitcher is a single, against a C pitcher it's an out. So it's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Guns it to first. And that's the end of 5 innings of play. 2-1 Dodgers. Gilliam, 51. Going to be a base on balls. So Gilliam walks. He's on at first. It's going to be Willie Davis. 15. That's single. Gilliam over to third. Runners on first and third now, and it's Ron Fairley. Here's the pitch to Fairley. Takes it for a strike, but there goes Davis. He's in at second with a stolen base. Throw not nearly in time. So second and third now, and it's Ron Fairley. 23. Infield's going to be on the top of the 6th. We're going to say it's going to be drawn in. Second and third. 26. Pirates have a pretty good second baseman in Mazurowski. The infield drawn in. That's going to be a grounder that gets through for a base hit. Runners advance 1 base. So RBI single. Runners on first and third. Infield's still in. It's going to be Johnson who lifts one to right. Right fielder is a 3, Clemente. And everybody's going to hole on this. Not deep enough. And with Clemente's arm, they're going to respect that. So that's the first out. First and third, infield's still in. Wes Parker, 46, and that's a strikeout. Number 4, and out number 2. And next is going to be Gabby Roseboro. And that's a 51. That's a 9 with runners on first and third now. A 9 is going to be a single over short, and with 2 outs, the runner hustles over to third. RBI single, Davis scores. RBI single by Roseboro, and over to third goes Fairley. And it's going to be Kennedy. And that's going to be a grounder to the third baseman. And that's going to be across the diamond for out number 3. But that's 2-run score. And the Dodgers lead it by a score of 4-1 here going into the bottom of the 6th. Clemente leading it off. He struck out twice against Koufax, 56, and that's 3 times. That's Koufax number 7, 7th strikeout of the game. Pagliaroni. Fly ball, right field. Fairly, a few steps over, makes the catch. And Clendenin is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And it's a 41. He chops it to the shortstop. Running in is Wills, throws on the run, and gets Clendenin by a step for out number 3. Go to the top of the 7th now. Koufax leading it off. 34, that's lifted to center. It's 4-1 ball game. Dodgers up. 1 out. Wills, 65, that's popped up. That's going to be to the catcher. Out number 2. And it's Jim Gilliam, the third baseman, 35. And that's a foul back into the seats. Gilliam again, 53. And that's going to be an E4. Second error by the Mazurowski. And Davis, 21. It's lifted to center. Center fielder Mota there for out number 3. So the Dodgers lead 1 here in the top of the 7th. Don't score. They're up 4-1. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Here's Mazurowski, 21, lifted to left. Left fielder Johnson there puts it away. Bailey, 33, And that's going to be lined over the center fielder's head, and that's going to hit off the wall, one hop to the wall, and throw it in quickly, and that keeps Bailey to a one-out double. Stargell next. 23, and that's going to be a strikeout, number 8. And out number 2 in this inning. And a 4-1 ball game in the bottom of the 7th. We're going to see a pinch hitter. Got to bring in, let's see. Rogers, but let's see if I can find Pagan. Joe Pagan for Blas. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Pagan. 23. It's a ground ball to second baseman Kennedy over to Parker for out number 3. So we go to the top of the 8th now. And the new pitcher is going to be Sisk, Tom Sisk. Sisk is a C. I'm going to annotate him in green. And Sisk is going to face, Sisk is a right-hander, 6'3", 195 pounds from Ardmore, Oklahoma. Here's Fairley, 31. And that's going to be popped up to shortstop. 1 away. Johnson, who is 0 for 3 on the day. 23, and that's a ground ball right at the second baseman Mazurowski over to first. 2 away, and Wes Parker. And that's going to be line drive base hit center field. So Parker's on at first, Roseboro next. He's 1 for 3, he's singled. And that's going to be a ground ball to third base over to first. And that's all with the top of the 8th for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 8th now. And in the bottom of the 8th, it's going to be top of the order. Manny Mota. Manny Mota is 1 for 3. That's a ball hit up the middle and through to center field for a base hit. Alley. 52, and that's going to be a ground ball. Gilliam is a 4. The runner at first. Ground ball to the, that's going to be a strikeout. Number 9. 1 out now. And here's Clemente, who struck out 3 times today. And a 43 may be the 4th time he strikes out, and it is. So the golden sombrero for Roberto Clemente. Pagliarone, who's 0 for 3, grounded out, struck out, and flied out. And that's going to be a 12-25. A 25 is going to be force out at second for the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 9th now. It's a 4-1 ball game for the Dodgers. It's going to be Kennedy leading it off. 33, and that's a line drive base hit for Kennedy. Koufax is going to bunt. 53 at 13. Foul strike. 52 at 27. He strikes out. Fails to advance the runner. 1 away now, and here's Maury Wills. 33, and that's a line drive base hit. And over to third goes Kennedy. 1st and 3rd now. Infield's drawn in once again. 31, That's a base on balls, so the bases are loaded. And fields in. It's going to be Willie Davis. Willie Davis is 1 for 4. And that's going to be a hard hit ground ball with the bases loaded. That's a good defensive number at 25. Bases loaded 25. It's going to be a 1-2-3 double play. And that gets the Pirates out of the inning. So they get out of that top of the ninth jam with the bases loaded. And it's a 4-1 ball game. Here's Clendenin leading it off against Koufax. Koufax going for a complete game. And that's 13. That's a base on balls. So there's action in the Dodger bullpen. Mazurowski, 43, 29. And that's, I believe, is going to be a strikeout. Yes, it is. Strikeout number 11. Next is Bailey. And that's going to be a 9 with a runner on first. A 9 is usually a hit, but under a C, because Koufax is an A and C. It's a ground ball to the third baseman. For out number 2, hustling to second is Clendenin. And now it's going to be Stargell. 4-1 ball game here in the bottom of the ninth. And that ball is hit deep to center field. Back goes Davis to the track, to the wall, looks up, and it's out of here. 2-run home run by Willie Stargell, the Pirate left fielder. And the score now is 4-3. It's a 2-run home run with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. And now it's the pitcher coming to bat, but we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. It's going to be Rogers. He's going to bat for Sisk. In the bottom of the ninth. And here's the pitch from Koufax to Rogers. Say 34, that's lifted to center field. In comes Davis and makes a nice running catch for out number 3, game over. Koufax wins it. And Koufax strikes out 11. So he improved his, he actually struck out 2 more than he did in actuality. Koufax walked 1, 2, 3. Walked 3 in this game. In actuality, he walked none. Gave up 3 runs, 3 earned runs. How many hits did he give up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In actuality, he gave up 7. He goes to 9 innings, he gets the win. So almost identical to what he did in the actual game back in May 14th of 1966, game 8 of his 41 starts. And we're going to write that in now, how he did and what he did here in our data collection. So in reality, he got the win, went 9, 7 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 9 strikeouts. In our replay, he got the win, went 9, gave up 6, 3 runs, 3 walks, and 11 strikeouts. So pretty close. He's 2-0 in reality. Here he is 2-1. So that's all she wrote for game number 8 for the Sandy Koufax experiment. We're looking for 20. We want to replicate a 27-9 season with 300 innings pitched, 300 strikeouts minimum, It's more than that. I'm not giving you the exact numbers, but that's what we're looking to see how close we get to that. And that was it, playing the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh Pirates, they lose it by a score of 4-3. And the next game is going to be against, game number 9 is going to be against the San Francisco Giants, and the Dodgers will be at Dodger Stadium. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Hope you enjoyed the game. Take a quick picture of the box score. And adios. Combat Painter signs off. Appa Basic.